Yo, and welcome to the show all about promoting the sport of lawn bowls. I'm Zach Woning, and this is Casual Bowls. Yo, and welcome back to Casual Bowls. Firstly, a huge shout out to everyone getting in touch, wondering where the show's been, telling me you miss it. Just in general, just checking in with me. Much appreciated. I am fine, by the way. My heavily pregnant missus was in and out of hospital for a little bit there. She's fine, baby's fine, but obviously a little bit of stress during that time, as well as being in COVID times. It's all a bit of a mess, and didn't have much motivation to do the show. So, but it's back now. Gonna jump straight back into it. We got one of my favourite people in bowls, Ooncha, Anthony Witkowski, I believe you pronounce it, mate. I don't know. I don't think I've ever called you anything other than Ooncha. So, Ooncha's from Croydon, for those that don't know him. We have a great chat. He's a great dude. Enjoy it. Ooncha, how are you, my brother?
Zach, how are you, brother? Going all right, mate? Yourself?
Yeah, going well. Always a pleasure talking to you, mate, especially when I sit here and have a beer with you.
Oh, mate, you know me, mate. I don't drink at home, so no. But I'll have me a nice little cup of soup with you, buddy. So
that's all good. Right, yeah. All good. So, this will be episode 7, depending on the order we release them. But this will be episode 7 of our Premier League preview.
Nice, mate. Doing some yards?
Yeah. Been a busy few days. But, no, it's all coming together pretty well. I've had a bit of fun, so.
No, it's good, mate. It's all going very well, bud.
Thanks, man. Right, well, let's get straight into your season last season. Obviously, the new kids on the block, and not so much as Lilydale. Obviously, they were up there a couple of years back. Yous have been 5 years out, is that right?
Oh, look, mate, I think it'll be about that 5 or 6 years, yeah. Yep. So, it's been a few tough years to get back up there, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's not easy, but I mean, to your credit, you did it.
I don't know how still, but yeah, no, we got there.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I was at Vermont last year, and we played you round 1 at Croydon, and we got the edge on you, and I thought, well, here we go. We're the team to beat. Heath wanted the team to beat, and then here come Croydon out of the clouds.
Mate, it was just one of those ones, mate. We said at the start of the year, myself and Basil Ward, we were saying that if we can just get in the top 4 in that section, it was anyone's ball game.
Yeah,
it was a pretty tight section, mate. So it's just a matter of getting in there and then, hoping that things happened, and in the end, things happened the way we wanted them to happen.
Did they what?
It was. I think it was a momentum thing more than anything, mate. We luckily sort of snuck a couple of late wins together, and it all just sort of clicked at the right time, mate. So
yeah,
it was good times to be around there. That was for sure.
Yeah, well, I personally went and watched a couple of your finals there. The one against Glenroy and against Heathmont back in the sectional semi.
Yep.
The biggest thing I saw was your club as a whole. It wasn't just your 16 players in the ones. Your whole club was magnificent during that whole finals period.
Yeah, mate. I think it was the luxuries of it is a luxury in a way that we didn't have any other sides really sort of make it through to the finals. So I guess it's a luxury in a way that they could all get down and support us, which was awesome. We spoke about it after the season finished, and it was like having the old 17th man out there, mate. It was it was just great. The luxuries of having so many people there to watch, and the support you were getting before, during, and after the game was it was astronomical, mate. It was really it's nice to really feel the club as a whole went up. It wasn't just the top side or anything like that. It was the whole club went up, and it was a really good feeling around the place at the end of last year, mate. It was really good.
No, that's good. I mean, I hope they can get around you this year as well. Obviously, it's tough. They're going to play as well, but during the season, I mean, every game for you guys this year is going to be a final.
Oh, mate, for sure. She's going to be hard work. Like we're under no illusions there, mate. We're going to have to just, we're going to have a crack, and that's where we're going to leave it, mate. We're going to just run with what we got pretty much, and we're just going to have a genuine crack at it, mate. We don't fear anyone, but we also understand that it's going to be hard work to A, stay up there more than anything, and B, to on a perfect world, play finals.
Yeah, so that's sort of your main goal, like to try and push for that 4. But what would be a pass mark for you guys?
Mate, the pass marks stay up. You know, anyone that's, I think in any sport, mate, if you get promoted up to a higher section, a higher division, a higher grade, it's the first years you've just got to, you know, cement, stay up there, and hopefully build from there. So, you know, the pass mark is definitely just to stay up there and you know, hopefully go from there. Really.
Yeah. So, I mean, other than carrying the momentum from last season, from your just phenomenal final series, what have you done this year to prepare for Prem? Have you recruited?
Well, it's I think in the area that we're in, mate, as you know, it's really hard. You know, we've got so many blokes who are so loyal to the clubs they're already at. You know, and we've got so many. Sorry, excuse me. You've got so many clubs that are in the area that are in that Div 1 Premier League and Div 2 that it's really hard to try to recruit outside. You know, sort of thing. And a lot of us are all good mates. So we sort of try not to poach off each other, I guess, in a certain way. We've been lucky enough. We've got Kirky's come back from Heathmont. We've also picked up Mark Lord, who's come across from Heathmont, which is two handy inclusions. Jared Pepper's come back to Bowls. He was with Bazza at Baronia, so he's come back into Bowls, which is great, you know. And Gary Sen's come across from Ferntree Gully. So, you know, that in the grandest scheme of things, mate, they're not the big name players that I guess a few of the clubs that we're up against this year are going to have. But you know, they're all very serviceable, very good players, and you know, they're good clubmen. So that's probably the most important part for us, mate.
Yeah. And the latest news I've seen today was announced on Facebook. Joshy had mentioned it earlier, but Stifler.
Yes, the great Troy Stafford, the myth, the legend, the superstar. Yeah, no, we were holding on to that one, mate. Keeping that one pretty quiet as long as possible, mate. But I think everything's been agreed upon, and unfortunately, situations have arisen with Baz Ward. Unfortunately, for personal reasons, he isn't able to be the coach this year. He's still gonna be playing, which is awesome, you know, which is the most important thing. But unfortunately, with everything that's going on in his life and with the family's life, he had to step down from that. And it's a pretty handy replacement in staff, that's for sure.
Absolutely, especially if you can still get games out of Baz. But all the best to Baz and what he's got going on.
Yeah, for sure, mate. And that's the most important thing, mate. As long as he's, you know, if things are going on in his life, everything comes good and comes out the right way, mate. That's all we're rooting for at the moment, mate. So just getting around him at the moment, mate, making sure that he's happy and doing everything we can, mate, in these bloody stupid times, I guess. So you know, the other side, we're lucky enough. We've got Pete Middleton's actually come on board as well.
Okay.
As a just not playing at all, but as a player development coach. So he's going to be, awesome. Hopefully, once we get back out there, he's going to be helping out the range from top side down to the lower sides with you know, deliveries and stuff like that. So you know, more like a skills coach types of thing. So it's great to have Pete back just in the system, mate. You know, he's everyone knows what he's done, mate. He's a bloody legend of the sport, and especially in Victoria, mate. So to have him back on the back around the game's important thing, mate. So it's that's a really handy pickup as well, mate, just to be off the bowl side of things.
Yeah. I remember back at Bayswater, back when I was sort of taking it a bit more seriously, I remember him getting down there and coaching me personally, had me on camera and was teaching me about my delivery, and and great man and very clever.
Yeah, he's a freak show, mate. So and he's a great bloke, mate. So you know, just as I said, it's just good to have him back in the you know, around the system of bowls again, mate. That's he's put so much into it, and same as his old man. So it's it's just good to have him back around, mate. And so that's going to be invaluable for, you know, all of us. You know, but anything that Pete says, we're definitely going to take on board. That's for sure.
Yeah. So I mean, you may not, like you said, you may not have the names that some of these teams are getting, but the amount of experience you've brought in, I mean. These guys ain't any mugs either. I mean, I've had some brilliant battles against Gary Sen. Stifler, obviously, if he gets his finger right and he can play, a hell of a player. There's not too many better. So,
definitely, mate. And I'm pretty sure he was in there today to get it for surgery number 3. So we're all hoping that it's all good. You know, not just for the bowl side of things, but you know, for himself, just to get that all fixed up. But you know, if he can come back out and start playing the way that we all know that Staff can, you know, that's massive for us. And you know, it's his coaching record really speaks for itself, mate. You know, he's taken clubs up to Prem and stay up there. You know, especially Lilydale for a good couple of years when probably weren't expected to, mate. So it brings a wealth of experience. And once again, mate, great bloke. You know, I'm pretty good, really good mates with him. So that's I think just great.
Yeah. No, you've got that good culture down there at Croydon. I mean, we've spoken about that with a couple of the Prem clubs already about their cultures. But I mean, yous and Lilydale both coming up, both have great cultures. Right in there. And I mean, unfortunately, out of 10 teams, 2 of them have to be relegated. So it's going to be a shit fight. But those 10 teams up there, I mean, you couldn't go wrong with any of them. They're all great clubs, great cultures, great people, great bowlers.
Yeah, exactly, mate. And it's, you know, that's why we played. And it's, I think with us at Croydon, we've given ourselves those 2 to 3 year plan. You know, we probably, in our own eyes, we've probably stuffed up the last couple of years to not get up. But, you know, give ourselves a couple of year plan to finally get up there. And, you know, let's, as I said, mate, we're going to have a crack. We want to play against these guys. And, you know, as they're obviously extremely good sides, mate. They've been up there for so long. You know, the Altonans, the Melbournes, you know, our Deer Parks especially, you know, they've gone out and really, you know, want to make a statement. So, you know, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be fun. You know, we'll have as I said, mate, I'll keep reiterating. We'll just have a crack, mate. And, you know, the local derby against Lilydale, mate, I'll tell you what, I'll be biting kneecaps up for those ones, mate. I'll tell you what, I'm excited for them, that's for sure.
I might even see if I can bring this whole system out, this whole setup outside, and see if I can live stream that. That'd be
mate, I'll tell you what, I reckon we'll probably be trying to make sure that that's not a Saturday afternoon, so both clubs can get there for that, because of after you know, they were good enough, you know, too good to beat us in the they were too good for us in the final, mate. So we're probably after a bit of redemption against them as well. So
absolutely,
there's a lot of love and hate there between us all. But in the end, mate, once it's finished on the green, mate, it's the game's finished off the green, mate. It's all good fun and a couple of beers. But on the green, I'll tell you what, she'll be a absolute stink fight. That's for sure.
Yeah, no doubt. All right, well, we'll leave Lilydale out of this question. Who are you most looking forward to playing come next season?
Look, probably on a personal note, mate, probably Melbourne. You know, I was lucky enough to spend a year there when the Bear was coaching there, mate, and really enjoyed my time there, mate. So there's probably not a lot of the blokes that I was probably playing with still there, but, you know, there's still a few. So
yeah,
on a personal note, probably Melbourne, mate. But, you know, I guess as a club side of things, you got to look at it, mate. Deer Park, you know, they've got so many massive players that have come in, mate, and to play against them, to meet those guys, that's probably something to look forward to. But
absolutely, yeah.
You know, mate, it's probably one of those ones, mate. I think take away Lilydale, all 8 sides have got gun players and blokes that, you know, we probably haven't been lucky enough to play against or haven't played against too often, mate. So probably every week for us is looking forward to playing against them and, you know, just testing ourselves against them, mate.
Yeah. So what I've been doing is asking everyone a couple of questions and compiling a little list, which we'll try and put a graphic up here. One of them was, who's the biggest pain in the arse team? But obviously, you's coming straight in, unless you have an answer for that. But I may just put Lilydale down there, I reckon.
Well, you probably got it, mate, because that's who we've played against, yeah, for sure. But, you know, let's just spice it up and say Bundoora, you know.
Okay, all right. I think enough people are saying Bundoora already. So, yeah.
All right, well, I'll take that off and say, let's say Altona then, yeah.
Thanks, beautiful. All right. So the other question we're getting around to people, if you could pinch 3 players from another Prem club, 3 of your favourites, 3 just top blokes, 3 guys you sort of rate really highly?
Oh, mate, it's mate, straight away, I'd be saying Skilts. I love Skilts, mate. I'd love to pinch him and play a year of bowls for Skilts.
Great, dude.
You know, you got to say Teasy.
Yeah.
You know, you have to. The bloke's just a freak show. So, you know, we've all been lucky enough to see how good he is on TV. So someone like that in the club would be phenomenal, especially our small club. Third, can I just pinch someone from Divi 2 instead? Third, mate. Third, I'd probably put Scotty Mortimer, probably.
Yeah.
I'd say I was lucky enough to play with a bit with Scotty at Melbourne and loved the way he went about it.
Yeah.
Damn good bloke again.
Absolutely.
So probably Scotty, I reckon, yeah. And we'll put a fourth one in and just say, Divvy 2, we'd like to just grab you out of Basie, mate, and put you at our side. That'd be beautiful.
We'll stay up there for a few years, mate, and we'll see what happens down the tracks. But
hey, I'll hold you to that.
No, I'll take it back then. No, I'm pretty locked in there, mate. So.
No, it's good, mate. It's good you're back there, mate. I reckon it's good for you, mate, and it's great for the club. So well done.
Absolutely. I think it's good for the region too as a whole. I mean, with you guys flying, Vermont's still going to be strong, Heathmont's still going to be strong, Mitcham's still strong. If, you know, the Div 2 clubs can start really pushing, puts the pressure on these other Div 1 clubs, and hopefully we can take some power back off the West.
For sure, mate. For sure. And I think that's what I was saying with the sort of trying to recruit players, as we were just saying. And there's so many strong, Div 1, Div 2 clubs in the region that it's really hard to go out and try to take, recruit players. And as I said, we're all mates. So you don't want to take, say yourself and Basie and cripple Basie in a way, by taking one of the better players. So it's really funny. It's sort of like an unwritten law to not go out and try to get them. So
yeah, I know. We've all talked about it, that we'd love to all just get together and play together. But obviously, like you said, if we do that, these other clubs, they start dying down a little bit. So
yeah, definitely, mate. And I'm sure, we've still got another hopefully 40, 50 years of bowls left in us, mate. We can probably go when we're 80 odd somewhere to, Absolutely. Wherever, and shoot a couple from the hip, mate, and go from there, I reckon.
All good, brother. I've got you all three questions. Who'd be your tip to win it? Did I give you that one?
No, you haven't, mate. Thanks, because mate, how do you pick? There is, probably the obvious answer is probably Deer Park, I guess, with everything they've got. But I reckon it's probably, I personally probably think it's probably out of Melbourne and Altona. They're such big. Melbourne won it last year. I can't imagine they would have lost a lot from what I can gather. As you know with me, mate. As you know with me, I once bowls are sort of finished, I sort of stop and don't really worry about who's going where and everything like that. But they've probably got to be strong. Altona's been around for, mate, as long as I've been born, and they've been a powerhouse. So you would expect that they're probably going to be thereabouts again as well. So yeah, I'd say probably Melbourne or Altona, mate. Yeah.
Well, I'll give you Melbourne. I reckon they've recruited well. Deer Park, as you mentioned, recruited really, really well.
Oh, amazing.
But COVID pending, obviously, whether everyone can play. So,
fingers crossed for small guys like us, mate. Hopefully they sort of can't. But they've good on them, mate. As I said, they've obviously decided that they want to make a statement, and it's the right way to do it. I've got no problems with it. Good on them.
Yeah. Mate, we won't take up any more of your time. I think we're trying to keep these nice and short. So I'll leave you there. I will just say I am putting tips up after I finish this. I am doing my tips and building my own little ladder.
Be nice.
I love you. I love the club. I love you all, but you might be sort of.
Yeah, mate. I understand that, mate. To be honest, mate, we're probably we're going up there, and I'm sure that the majority of sides up there are probably sitting there going, "Well, who's Croydon?" That's
well, that's why you catch them off guard, mate. You catch them off guard.
Yeah, well, that's what we're hoping, mate. Probably we're going up there with a 0 and 18. We're probably expected to finish last, mate. But as you know, mate, we got some blokes who've been there, who've done it, and it's amazing how. I think that team bonding and the spirit that we've probably got as a side, mate, it'll be amazing what we can hopefully do.
Yeah.
And as I said to you, and I've said plenty of times, mate, we're just going to have a crack and we'll go from there.
Yeah, I will say, I mean, playing against you firsthand, across the board, you're really solid. You're quite deep as well. And all of you's on your day. God damn, I've seen you play some games better than some of the guys up in Prem. So...
we just got to hope we can do that 18 weeks, mate.
Yeah, exactly right. All good, brother. Cheers for joining us, and best of luck to you and Croydon for the season. And awesome. Special shout out to Coco, Barry Ward. Hope you're going all right, mate. And Stifler, third surgery today on the finger. Hope that all pulls up well too, pal.
Thanks very much, Zach. Absolute pleasure, mate, to be blessed with the great man on the casual bowls, mate. So I'm feeling pretty impressed right about now. So thank you very much.
Thank you, brother. Good on you, mate. Talk to you.
Thanks, bud. See you later, man.
Cheers, brother. Thanks for coming on the show there, man. We had a good chat that night. See, these were a while ago now. Yeah, it really was a long time in between drinks, but that was episode 7 of our Premier League previews. Best of luck to you, Ooncha, and to Croydon. Unfortunately, I'm tipping with me head, not me heart, and look, I can't see he's getting off the bottom. With any luck, you'll knock off a few teams, and fingers crossed we keep 2 East teams in there. That'd be awesome. If you and Lilydale can both stay up, and I really hope you do. But look, yeah, let's be real. It's going to be a challenge for you. A lot of these clubs have bolstered up their lineups, and in the break that I've had, there's been even more changes. Deer Park's picked up a few more. Lilydale's picked up a few more. So it is going to be challenging. But best of luck to you. And I think we're just going to keep it short and sweet. We're going to ease back into these episodes. You can see the sponsors around. I'll mention them a little bit more, I think, next week and get back into it a bit more. But many thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed already, get down and subscribe. It's that red button down there. It all helps. We picked up a few subscribers over the break. I think we're pushing towards 150 now, which is pretty cool. We're going to have to do a giveaway of something. I've got a couple extra bags of Schrunger Schnitzel crumb that we might be able to give away, as well as merch we're still putting together. I've got plenty of it for myself, but in terms of setting up a shop and selling the stuff, yeah, hopefully something coming soon. So again, cheers and subscribe, and you'll get notifications for the next episode. Cheers, guys.